I'll shoot now, but like, give me an example of what this is.
I'm going to leave that to Matt because I am not sure what this is. Tell me a little bit about this variety of a shadow puppet that we have here.
Well, it's not a shadow puppet. So
not
this
a
is
shadow puppet,
this is what we call a wayang golek puppet. So, you know, like we have a lot of different kinds of theater here, they have a lot of different kinds of theater in Indonesia. So we have the shadow puppetry, which is called wayang kulit, which basically means like skin puppetry. Mm-hmm. We have wayang golek, which features these hand-carved puppets, sculptural puppets, and you can do a whole entire productions with these wayang golek puppets, and they're very cool. They also have wayang wong, which is basically actual theater with gamelan accompaniment. So you have people dressing up as the characters and doing it. You can also call it wayang orang, it just means what? It means
the walking gamelan?
It's human theater. That's what it means. Yeah, and there's one called wayang beber, which is like a side scroller, basically a side scroller video game wayang. So you have a huge scroll basically with a story that's just like, you know, left to right painted. You know, so somebody is on one side scrolling on one side, somebody's on the other side scrolling the other side. It just goes left to right, and the gamelan music's playing, and somebody's telling a story about that.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's very rare these days.
Yeah, that I mean, I grew up with books and a book on tape, and so you would like press play on the tape recorder, and then you read your book, and when the sound turns, turn the page. But that is a much more sophisticated version of classic storytelling, really. Something that we like to pair images and sound and music all together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have a few of these actually at our little table. Somebody donated a couple of these puppets.
Oh, good.
They're golek puppets to us last year.
And did you say that these were specific to a region, or is it just a stylistic?
It's just a stylistic.
Yeah.
It's this is Javanese for sure. Mm-hmm. This incorporates batik cloth here, which is like the traditional clothing. So this is a central Javanese style of batik. This represents actually a bird here, either the phoenix or Garuda, which is sort of like the patron bird god of Indonesia. And then the other stuff on here is just sort of like classic central Javanese style brown, very classic fabric.
Yeah. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And just to give one more perspective, length of these kind of performances was there too.
Wow. So the traditional shadow puppet performance is going to be around 8 hours long. They start at 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and they go till like 4 or 5 in the morning. They used to go till 7 in the morning, but they don't do that anymore. They only go 8 hours. A wayang wong performance, like with a human theater, that might be several hours long. It's not going to be as long as the shadow puppetry performance.
Yeah.
It's a shadow puppet party.
And then sometimes on these shadow puppet shows, there's some shadow puppet masters who incorporate golek as well. So they'll bring out one of the golek puppets and do a little section with golek.
Like a three-dimensional, your 3D shadow puppet.
Yeah, just to bring. Well, a lot of the shadow puppet masters in Indonesia are also very aware of what's happening in their culture, and they don't want these parts of their tradition to go away either. So they want, you know, if this is their huge audience, check out the golek puppet, show it off.
We do that at the Science Museum too. So at the Buffalo Museum of Science, you come in for a gamelan show, but then you see something else that will bring you back.
Yeah.
Perfect.